Hi YouTube, hi YouTube, how are you today? I just started the stream, so I wanted to catch everybody up on what's going on today. I, um, I don't know, I know I have some people that are Southern, like me, living around the Appalachian area, like me. I don't dox myself, but I did go out of town today and then back in town. I went to, Greenville, South Carolina today. It was a little bit of a drive and we walked like 15,000 steps. Um, it was really nice. I come from Georgia, like I lived in Georgia and I lived close to South Carolina and I like told myself in my adulthood I have no interest in South Carolina. Greenville is really nice. I really like Greenville. Um, but I'm a little bit tired. Been I always say this and then I end up having a good stream, but I'll be honest, I'm coming into this. I did one of those things where like I woke up in the morning and I looked at social media and it just started me off on a bad foot. And I can't shake it. And I just want to be honest because I can feel myself having a different sort of energy. But we are going to get started on Honkai Star Rail. I will be re-energized because I always get re-energized when I'm live. Greenville, not Greenfield. But if anybody's near Greenville, North Carolina and hasn't been, please go. It's nice. I mean, maybe you don't like it. I liked it. No, I don't have any kombuchas today. Okay, so we're dealing with the sort of outro to Penacony, and then we're going to get into whatever it is. Who's this diva up here? I have started those 3 videos that Starry put me on about Bailu's lore, but every time I start it, I end up falling asleep. Not because it's bad, but because I just always fall asleep when I'm not working. I want to know who this diva is. She's very pretty. She looks tired like me, girl. Okay, let's get this going.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier.
That is Monica Ice's cousin.
What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see
All right,
anything.
now Nyx is here.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Did your cat come back?
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something
No?
like that.
Oh my god. I hope he comes back. I'm sorry, Pickle.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape
Castoreese is the new
jaws of
character,
death.
right? I think he's pretty cool, Castoreese.
When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that.
It's been good, Clerk. I hope
It's
yours has been
one thing
good.
to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn
needs
against
insulin?
all whom you once called family or something like that?
Cats come back, right? I've never had a cat in my adulthood. Hopefully he comes back. I'm sure he will. Cats tend to do that. They like to roam, right? He needs insulin, but like I don't think he might not understand what insulin is, you know? Hopefully he'll come back in time. I would be worried too. Who is Wanweek?
Regrettably, Lady Bonnie
How does
Jade
Sunday
didn't
know
drop
him?
so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now.
Oh, that's right. This happened at the
Rewards
end.
are not
Okay.
baked in a day. And if there's one thing I'm best at,
You'll see.
it's
Okay, so
waiting.
they're like referencing something that the
The
audience doesn't
sweet
know.
dream still
When it's
continues,
Penacony, like,
and
it's
the
like,
night is
girl,
still
I don't know
long.
if I missed the context
You
because
have
I'm
plenty
streaming,
of time to
or if they're
contemplate
like
your
purposely
answer.
doing it without the context.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Nothing good comes out of being in
No.
debt in general.
There's
Did
still
y'all know
some
that the
time
German
before
word
that
for
payment
debt
is
means
due.
guilt?
So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've
That's
just
why
regained?
Germany has always been very like debt averse in their history.
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Does Monica Ice know that her old collab partner is doing all those secret deals? OMG. Monica Ice doesn't really like to talk about her experiences in Penacony. A lot of the models actually had a lot of experiences in Penacony. This place, before the Oak family started becoming corrupt, this place was like sort of, as you know, like Mio didn't create this place, it was a contract basis, but a lot of the models like to use the Sweet Dream as backdrops for like a lot of their content and a lot of their images and modeling and stuff. It was really like eco-friendly because all you had to do was manifest it in your mind in order to sort of create the settings for commercials and marketing, content, things like that. But it started, the thing is like what's interesting is when the Nameless were asked to come, Mio was fine sending the Nameless over, Himiyoko rather, because they were aware that something needed some interception, but because Mio isn't necessarily an owner of this place, it was like the models just started to like leave. Like they stopped booking rooms and stuff. And that's when like the Oak family like really started going overboard to sort of supplement a lot of the overhead, because the models were paying top dollar for some of the best rooms here. So Monica doesn't really like talking about it. A lot of us don't really know what happened, but she doesn't really like talking about it.
Get off your high horse. The other four
Um,
families are more
Mer
than
Princess, thank you
capable
for
of working things
subscribing.
out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
So Sunday wants to say residual traces of the Oak family. Does he want to get rid of them, or
You
does he
know
want to
how it is.
reconnect?
Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with
Gaby,
the
thank
tips
you for
of your
15
shoes.
months. My alerts are
You
not
should always ensure
sounding
that
off.
everything is in order before walking out the door.
Don't know what that's about. Give me 1 second. I don't like missing the alert that I get when people resubscribe and stuff. I like to
The
say thank
same
you.
applies when bidding my home farewell.
I'm doing
too.
good, Gaby. I'm kind of pooped. I was saying earlier, I I just got too deep into the algorithm and I started getting into my head. And it started me off on a really weird foot. But I went to Greenville, South Carolina. I'm not doxing myself, don't worry. I don't live there. I actually live quite far from there. But I went there, I walked around the downtown, I discovered that town. It was really gorgeous. Like, I did not expect it. We just kind of went on a whim and it was like so fun. And it's just like I really like touched grass so hard that I'm like kind of sleepy now. But as you know, once we start talking about all of this crazy stream lore, I don't know, something in me just, I get like a second wind. I don't know what it is
But
about
what does ID
streaming that
Park
gives
got
me
to do with you?
such energy,
Don't
but
tell me that the founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
it's true what they say, when Mio leaves your planet, the property values plummet and all goes to hell. That's why it's important to keep good relationships with Mio. I mean, we don't expect it, but you know, a win-win for both of us. He wants to remove remnants of the order and say goodbye to Penacony. Okay, thank you. Spent the last few days binging VODs, finally came to Twitch. Slay! Well, I'm happy to hear that. The VOD channel is so interesting as a content creator. Like, I was kind of very apprehensive. Those of you who've been watching since before I posted VODs know that like I was very apprehensive to post so many hours of myself on the internet, just like unedited. But it's actually been probably one of the like
Good. All the best.
one of the most like beneficial things, like slow burn growth things for me as a content creator. I guess because it lets people who like this kind of content can find it without having to be here on time all the time.
Facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway.
Yes,
Please
exactly,
come
Tate.
back again later.
You're right. It's because I talked to you. Got fired today? Ale, if it makes you feel better, this probably won't. I'm sorry to hear that. It's getting kind of crazy out there for people. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you can find some relaxation today. Neptune is entering Aries on the 30th. A lot of things are going to be changing for us. I'm an Aries rising and a Capricorn. I'm a cardinal sign in many of my placements. So just being in my vicinity, I think maybe I'll like lead you to some positive change. Maybe the stars meant for this to happen. Maybe. Make sure to take care of yourself. I'm sure that's very stressful.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
He twisted their mind. Hold on one second. It's not a Honkai stream without that. Nownix is really gagging me in this. I keep looking at that character. For people who don't know, by the way, as I pull this up, I saw people were saying they liked the I saw it in the comment section as well as the chat. That y'all liked the listening party. I really liked it too. I liked it too. I think that'll be really fun for us. This is Nownix. If you literally look up Nownix, I want y'all to know that Nownix is one of like the OG watchers of like the girly pop lock, TikTok streaming. Like Nownix has been around, and Nownix, I was here when Nownix announced their debut as a VTuber, and now when you Google Nownix, not only do you get their favorite Pokemon, but all of Google knows what Nownix is, honey. If you don't know who Nownix is, then now you know, like, get in on it. Like, we are here, like, at ground zero for one of the most influential digital pop stars that is, like, coming up. Like, y'all don't understand. That's Nownix, honey. Like, hi, Kizzy. We're trying to get degrees. I muted the game. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
The rainbow effect is, it's supposed to be the order, but I thought that we eradicated the order, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that works. Can you
Or
keep watch
I don't know
over
if you're
the
talking about
entrance?
that,
We'll
what
go
I
in
just
and have a
saw,
look for
or something
ourselves.
else.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
By the way, anybody here know what Workday is in the real world? That terrible, terrible software that, it might not be terrible, but people wield it terribly, that keeps you clocked in, clocked out, keeps your hours in check. Working in kitchens, they use Workday down around here. Do I have a favorite kind of shoe? I like a minimal shoe. I like a minimal shoe. I want a white shoe, I want a black shoe, and I want a tennis shoe, a black tennis shoe. I very much am like, I like a very minimal look outside of like content. My content looks, when I'm doing like YouTube and stuff, girly pop locks, I like to give what I can. I honestly like an off-brand tennis shoe. Is that crazy? An off-brand canvas white? Like, I don't really care. Now, if I could say like what kind of shoe I like a chunky heel. I like, honestly, the types of shoes that Ariana Grande wears. That's what I like. I like those kinds of shoes. But if I'm gonna be like using shoes on a daily basis, I just need the canvas sneaker. You know, when you got a face card like this, I don't need to worry about shoes.
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
I did like it, Kissy.
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park.
I do like a
one
New
other
Balance.
day
I like a New Balance,
when
yeah.
he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after.
Hi,
I
Starry.
take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things.
Sunday, we don't care about your guilt. Like, girl.
Tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life.
Sunday's apology
There is never
tour.
an ideal
That's
paradigm
today's
when it comes
VOD
to
title.
rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become
Yes, exactly,
defiled.
Kizzy. Nownix is in the game.
This place is no
We've been seeing
exception.
Nownix like all over the place.
Distorted after echoes of the order only add to the chaos.
Thank you, Darius, for gifting the sub.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
I don't know if I finished my sentence, but I do plan on doing more listening parties. I don't mind doing new stuff. I don't mind doing older projects. But I'm not going to do it for like every single
No
release. But I
consumption
feel
of
like
food except for
Eternal Sunshine was a
burgers.
pretty good one. Mayhem's a pretty
What?
good one. I feel like maybe the next Doja project might be a pretty good one to do it. But please don't ask me. Please don't ask me to cover every single album that comes out because the girls be releasing music every single day. I can't do it. I can't. Well, I mean, I could. I like listening to music, but I gotta keep it varied.
No consumption of food other than burgers.
I still haven't listened to that
especially
Sabrina
ice
Carpenter
cream.
album, no.
Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
I kind of relate to that, Sunday. Maybe I would be like Sunday if I was raised to this position. Like, can y'all please sit in line? Hello?
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said.
Short and sweet might be a
Corrective
good one.
measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't.
Girl, what's going on?
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
I had a really amazing pizza today, y'all. My boyfriend and I found this little pizza shop. It was like kind of like cozy Italian core. The menu, girl, the menu, they ordered the menu with all like the appetizers were like in Italian, the pizzas were in Italian, the sides were in Italian. I asked the waitress, I was like, so where's the appetizers and where's the pizzas? Because I don't know what this means. I didn't say I don't know what this means, but I was like, so which part of the menu is the appetizers? Because I don't know what that means. But the pizza was fantastic, and I was like, what is it about this pizza that like really changed my life? I looked around. The owner of this place, mind you, I had a local beer, Gorge. I had like a cookie. The pizza was like so unique and tasty. I was like, something about this is crazy. And like the staff like all seemed like kind of like young and hip and like a little bit alternative. The owner of this restaurant was a lesbian woman. And I don't know what it is, but I was like, that makes sense. Because every single time I've had dinner with lesbians, my culinary palate changes. Like, gay women can cook. They know what good food is. It just all made sense.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
The owner had a bob. No, she didn't have a bob. She had a sickening mohawk. It was like faded up in. Honey, no. She had like Luigi Mangione has nothing on the fade that this woman was rocking. Like,
let's try that again.
I said yes, that part. Oh wait, I missed what's going on here.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you?
Osaf, I mean, I live in a town that has like, it's a very queer town, but it's, I feel like my boyfriend and I are like one of the only 5 gay men here. It's all women. Like there's like, it's all women. And like, I'm saying that to say that like, gay men are fun, but gay women like create community. they create a sense of warmth. Gay men are fun to drink with. I feel like it's always a good sign if you see a lot of lesbians around.
Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Oh, okay, I see.
How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideal Park.
Not Pickle
There's no
finally
need to involve the
doxing me.
Dreamweavers.
Everyone,
I'll
I've been
fix these
finally
distortions once
doxed.
and for all.
I live on the island of Lesbos.
What's the plan?
Oh my goodness,
Nothing
Comet's here.
complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle.
Sorry, I have started those videos. I promise I'm trying to get through them. I watched a little bit of the first one, and it's really interesting. But I fell asleep when I was listening to it because I was like laying down and like watching it, and then I was like, and then I fell asleep. But it's really interesting and it's really good. I promise I'm trying to get through them. I got through like half of it and then I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, but because I was just sleepy.
When a distorted after echo manifests
I
to
literally
correct
like
us,
my boyfriend
I'll
always
be able
gets
to
on me about
pinpoint
it.
its
I fall asleep very easily. I like every day at about, I don't know what it is, but between the times of like 1 to 4, if you don't give me something to do, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I get really sleepy at that time. And then I get sleepy again at like 9. But I'm working on it.
Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant
Yes,
to
PM.
be broken now?
Thank you for the raid, by the way, comment. Hi, everybody. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, I get very afternoon sleepy.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe where? Are they hiding or something?
Hi, Matt. Not these trash cans again.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Trash.
Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Oh, I love y'all. I wake up, well, this week I've been doing a new workout routine and it kind of made me poop this week. I think that's another reason why I feel so sleepy today. I've been waking up at 6. I normally been waking up at 5. I go to bed at 9 and I wake up at 5. I just like it. I like, by the time I'm done working out and showering and like everything is ready, it's like 8 o'clock and I have the whole day.
Oh,
You do
there
the
it
same.
is. Found a good
Your
hiding
stream
spot,
schedule's been so
didn't ya?
messy.
Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sleep? Oh.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
I do sleep in on the weekends. Like today I slept in. I turn off my alarm on the weekends. And I mean, when you get up early often, you tend to, like, sleeping in to me is like getting up at like 8. But on work days and stuff, I don't know, like for me, I'm very momentum based. Like I just, if I don't start off my day like with
Our fortune's
productivity,
changing for the
like
better.
getting up, working out, like tidying up, and then just getting to work, like that's just how it works for me. Because if I'm not,
Handstand walks around flower beds or... Yeah,
No, thank you.
if I'm not, I'm just not going to do anything for the day. Like if it's like 11 o'clock and I still haven't gotten started, I don't
give
care.
this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
But the nice thing about like getting up earlier is like it allows me time to like kind of like wake up a bit before I start doing things. Because when I do get things done, I want to get them done. Like I get quite obsessive. Like if I have a project or if I'm editing something and I can't get it done in the day, it really bothers me. So I like having a little bit of time in the morning,
Nothing's off
which I
so
think is kind
far.
of a reason why I
Maybe
get
we
up
should open
early.
the
It kind of
capsule?
motivates me a bit. Aurora, welcome to the chat. It's my first stream. I found your videos last month on YouTube and I watched everyone. OMG. Now I'm caught up. Thank you so much, Aurora. We're about to enter a very creative era next month. This week's been a little bit more low-key, but yeah, we're starting up a new playthrough and I plan on kind of like going off with it, or at least trying to. We're trying to break the rules.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey!
Hi, Damsel. The way you wake up when I go to bed. Damsel, one thing I've been really enjoying Blue Sky. Blue Sky, now that like I do this as a thing,
I'll give you 5 seconds.
I've had to like sort of establish a different relationship with some social media. Like TikTok, I just don't really, I still scroll on TikTok every now and then, but I don't really look at my notifications anymore. If I'm scrolling and it says like somebody that I'm mutuals with or something, like it comes up at the top of the screen, sent you a message, I'll check it out. But I like literally don't even look at my notifications because it's just, it stresses me out a little bit.
Share good fortunes.
The same with YouTube. But Blue Sky's fun because I can kind of just like everyone I'm talking to and stuff there, and like everyone there kind of is just chill. But I'm saying all that to say that when I'm on Blue Sky and I'm doing my morning Blue Sky tweet, I'm normally seeing a Damsel notification from like 3 hours ago, and I just said that I wake up at like 6. So like I'm looking at Blue Sky at like 8, and I'm like, I know Damsel is not up right now. So it's really funny because I feel like Damsel and I on the internet on Blue Sky are like 2 ships in the night.
Never hesitate. Dreams of a let us dance once more.
I don't think that Blue Sky will like always be that way, but for now it's quite a cute app.
An end to strife in the world. Harmony and unison.
Girl, let me pay attention. What am I doing?
The truth. Everything
Yeah, squad.
in this world
Defeat them.
is bleeding.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Dream vanished. Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
I haven't done TCG Pocket yet. No. I was waiting to do it on stream. A lot of people were like, make more TCG Pocket videos. I just don't. It's not that I don't want to. I try to make videos when I care about it. Because editing takes so long that like I have to like feel like the rush, you know, and I don't feel the rush to make videos. But I wanted to open up a pack on stream. I've been saving up my hourglasses because I want to do like a big pool. So I'm not going to spend everything, but I'm downloading the update now. I want to open up a pack on stream.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
I'm seeing in the chat that people are saying I'm going to get some Diva next month for free. The after echoes of order, once distorted, only add to chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the... I know why they did this, because this is when they were running a 5-star for him, wasn't it? This is why we're sitting here on his apology tour, girl. I don't care. Sunday is still... Hashtag Sunday is still canceled. Hashtag Sunday is still canceled. I don't care, Sunday. You're still canceled. What is this?
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
That doesn't look anything like him. It's a ball of light.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me. It's customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Okay, the pools are ready. Let me do a little bit more of this.
The IPC totally
Hi,
should have
Melodic.
sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a
Hope he
new
could
pair
become a
of
mule
wings?
boy. His
So long
apology
as
tour
there
needs to be
remains a
really
need for me to
sickening
keep
for
a
him to
low
become a mule
profile,
boy.
I'm no threat to them.
He's got the look. Definitely got the look.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member
I
of
want to
the
free
elite
Bailu
or
next
a
month.
leader.
Hashtag free
When was the
Bailu.
last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
Ah, yes. I remember when
That
I
was
was a little boy
sarcasm,
too and I
in
tried
case
to
you
fly
didn't
with my ear
realize.
feathers.
But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
I was thinking that too. I was like, why does he remember that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably
Times
the
of
only
failure
one who
being a
considers something
child
like that a failure.
and just jumping around. Oh, because he was the bird that couldn't fly and he wanted to fly, but he couldn't because his sister was the one that got to fly. I get it. He's still canceled. I like Bailu. I'm gonna make a video. Bailu is strong. That's the video title. Bailu is strong.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so
That
fresh,
Madoka
as
Magica
if it all
game,
only
like, I'm
happened
honestly
yesterday.
scared for it to come out.
When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But
It came out.
it looks like I was just going round in
I
circles.
can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. Too many games are out. Bring back.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past.
I
in
want to
this
go
way.
back to the time when it was just my PS2 and Soul
Come
Calibur
now.
3 and Grand Theft
We
Auto
should
San
go.
Andreas and Dragon Ball
This
Z
will be
Budokai
a
3.
long farewell.
That's in Pokemon Emerald. Like, there's too many games. There's too many. What's the point of Sunday Vision? Girl, why is everything yellow like this? Is this how he sees the world? Hello?
So, where are we heading next?
Burger King.
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I've been wanting a Whopper lately.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating.
Well, it's like, Diva, I don't know what you're doing, but you shouldn't be here.
You okay?
Oh, he's using Sunday Vision.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda?
It's okay, damsel.
Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
And as somebody who also is trying to
Hold
take on more discipline, with like my diet and like working out and stuff, I learned, and also financially, I have a lot of financial goals this year that it's been hard, but like I've been really doing well on it. I'm proud of myself for that. But you should make sure that you have a time to have a Whopper. You know, all work and no play makes a diva go cray. I want a Whopper. This Monday, I'm gonna go to the bar up the road and have myself a
Sweet
nice like
dreams
local
are technically
IPA.
safe, but
Get a little
it
bit
would be wise to
crazy.
look out for oncoming
Because
vehicles.
Monday's my off day.
Thank you.
I think Walt knows. He said, "Girl, I can clock. I know what this drag is, honey." He said, "Why does he look
That
so
was no
familiar to that
ordinary
pop star up on the
passerby.
billboard?"
It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
He said, "Girl, your drag looks cheap."
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony?
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Damsel, I want you to see this. I wanted to show people who Nownix was because I was like, OMG, Nownix is in the game. When you Google just Nownix, honey, that's our friend. She's viral. Like, she's on the Utau wiki. Y'all don't understand. If you don't know who Nownix is, you're going to wish you knew who Nownix was before she blows up. Like, Nownix is the diva.
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep
Damsel
your guard up.
VT. Okay, why are there dragonflies in AI art? I have been trying to beat this stupid tower game since I used to make music. Like, wow. Mine's awful. Ew. I quit.
I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off.
Let's
stick
open
too
up a
close to
TCG
each other,
pocket pack,
just in
girl.
case.
I got two.
A few feet or so between us will do.
I got Tatsugiri. Here, this might be easier for y'all to see. Sorry, I had to tab.
As in a dream.
Jigglypuff. Oh, that's a cute one. Magmar. They need a, she's in every single pack, girl. We're sick of it. Abra. She kind of is too, but she's kind of giving. Tinkatuff. I know y'all can't see, but like, she's got the season 1 filter. Okay, I got one more. I had to search for a photo of you that wasn't mid-sentence TikTok for the blingy I made months ago. There's dragonflies because damsel flight. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't like posting selfies. Okay. Abracadabra. I'm gonna choke.
As in a dream.
Badoof, it's Badookie. Rattata, I like that one.
As in a dream.
Oh my goodness, I got the gay people. You got that card today? Congrats.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony.
Matt, there's so many things in this game that are... There's so many moments in Hawkeye Star Rail that's just, yeah.
Answer me. What are you doing here?
This town has a buff guy with a pink mustache and pink hair that's just sitting on the sidewalk flexing.
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Can we see him? I don't know if he's in this version of the world. I'll check
So,
after this
it was the
cutscene.
IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Wait, is Sunday back in town for 1 week? Get it? Because he's got 1 week to help him get through town. My green screen was visible on that clip. I'm scared. What's going on? No, because my green screen wasn't on. I don't know what's going on. Why is... I don't like it. What is going on? Why does it do that? What am I supposed to do? Why did it do that? How does it know to turn off my green screen? No. Damsel took a clip of me earlier. Oh wait, no. Damsel, you took a clip of me when I was doing not Beancore, when I was doing card stuff. No, I turned it off. I turned it off for the cards. Okay. I was really scared that somehow Twitch was able to turn off things remotely on my computer.
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
Because if that was the case, then Twitch has a lot of power, but it can't. Okay, it's just taking a clip from the stream.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
I was scared that like Twitch was able to... No, because my impression was that when you do a clip, it takes a recording of this, of like the output. But if it was able to like go into my OBS and edit my settings and then make a clip of that, I'm like, then technically you can do anything as long as my OBS is open. That's what I thought what was happening.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is...
Okay. Let's see if we can find that man. No, he's not here today. What is going on? This is the spot where you normally see that pink-haired man. Oh, there he is! This is literally my favorite character in the game. I want him to be a 5-star. He's abusive to his performers in an event? No way. That's him. Okay, let's go down here. Innocent until proven guilty. It's okay, I blew him up. He'll never do it again. He'll never live to perform again. I love my Piano. Wow. I want to show everybody a video after this cutscene.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony?
Because we want to get to the next
someone
patch,
stirred up
but
trouble
Sunday you're
after
on
I
your
left.
apology tour.
And if that were indeed the case,
Pepper, welcome, welcome.
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
there's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or
Wait a minute.
these ladies?
Tingyun is in this?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
The Mio model cloning devices went crazy. Now there's a bunch of divas running around.
A short respite, then time for the next fight.
Okay, she said respite, so I can show y'all this video. I just want everybody to be reminded that this video exists. One second. Wait, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Dang it, OBS, please. I'm trying to show people something funny. Just a second, everybody.
This is Mr. Jackson singing. Can you get down?
Can I get down?
Yeah, let's see you move. Let's see you move. Come on.
Twirl me. And you promise I'm breaking dance.
What move did you teach him?
What move did you teach Michael Jackson?
Here, put your purse down.
What move? Don't break dance because I've already done
She's
that.
already done the break dance.
I went to Brazil, and I came back. You said, Michael, watch this, because I saw it in Brazil. Right?
You saw that in Brazil?
Yeah, she did that in her show first.
I know, I saw it.
Oh, you did?
And he copied you?
Well, he liked it. I mean, we always exchange steps.
What
We're
else did you give
dancers.
him?
No, he gave me this. I can't do it without only on the...
You know, I knew there was a reason I couldn't tell
And
those two
these?
apart.
Rivers?
Now, who gave who to what?
That we did together.
We always exchange steps. Girl, Liza. Now, who gave who the what? That we did together. I'm assuming that this is Am I on the right
Isn't it
quest?
fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms.
Now I am. Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony,
I have
Mr.
no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up at the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different. Would you like an Americano?
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination like that, but that was all. Did you hear that from Madame Herta? By the way, did you pull for her when she... It's the world beyond the knowledge of the nameless, after all. I wrote to her, hoping that all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Hoyoverse is showing disrespect and neglect to their English voice actors' work for some time by just recasting the ones on strike instead of signing interim agreement. Oh, okay. Yeah, this has been a thing for like a year at this point. It's like honestly the Hoyo sort of community, I don't really engage with it a lot because I find that most people play this game a lot. Not most, there's a very vocal group of people. I don't want to say most people. A lot of people play these games and like they're quite negative while they play it, and I just don't vibe with that. But this whole voice actor thing is just really shining a bad light on it. Like in general, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't look good on them, and it kind of gives me a bad taste in my mouth, but alas, here I am. Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the emanators, or perhaps the ions. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique my interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance that the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had this keen interest in the remembrance technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. By the way, you can get a free Ron May next month at hoyoverse.com/honkai-star-rail. We even went into the Kalenga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's. This is my chance to voice over everyone. Girl, I've been doing this for Hoyoverse games for what feels like a year now. Our ship, do people ship these two? That's cute.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate.
So was that a
life forms are
cliffhanger
bound by.
with March? Like we didn't miss anything? Because I know that there's like a... Anyway, let's just keep going. Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? We're bringing Chapel Roan back home because, well, there's something in it for us. It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xian show, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then?
Oh,
Miss
our
Himiko?
ship. Oh, okay. My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They also love her YouTube channel, Where in the World is Miss Tingyun? I thought it was all a big PR stunt, but it turns out she was actually lost. They're probably having a wonderful time kikiing or whatever the gay people say.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
Yes, definitely. Exhales.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
There's a lot of divas, girl. A diva overload.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
Well, with you here, March, the balance sort of skews into the other negative direction. You see, all these Tingyuns can't outbalance the entire floppitude of that nasty, chopped up bang.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked
Why
around
is
with
Sunday
Miss
here in
Tingyun
drag?
For a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
The way this is just what a gaming convention looks like nowadays.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
It's so true, though. It's so true.
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
His drag name is Atamatina.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
See, people are like, why are we reading March? March reads me. Watch. I guarantee you the next time March talks, she's going to read me. And if it's not next time, it's soon. Every time I try to be nice to her, she starts being mean to me.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
What did March say? I wasn't listening to her. With Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest, but then we ran into something weird. We met a Pepeshi filming Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy, a type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, we were walking downtown, and then one of those straight men came up to us with a microphone, and they doped us up with a laughing candy to get content for their TikTok. And it's all March's fault because March loves candy. And I said, March, I'm on a diet.
Stop interrupting. So we had some candy.
See, she's rude.
We're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
Well, damsel, that's because we need to come to a convention together with Nownix as a hologram. And we need to do YRP. But all three of us are Riku. At a convention.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely that
carrying us both around on iPads.
Sensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Oh, she's got a scattered memory.
Mr. Yang?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful. Or we would have been stopped by the bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Hi, Saffron. Oh, did you see that
Been
look
a
in
while,
March's
everyone.
eyes? She said, I don't trust him.
What's going on?
Mr. Yang, have you turned on us? What is the meaning of this?
Stay calm. I'll explain.
I like well too, damsel.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony.
Right, if Sunday starts acting weird, Welt is going to literally throw him into a black hole and be done with it.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
By the way, everybody, I did finish season 1 of Arcane. I don't know if I'm ready for season 2. It's like, I don't know if I'm ready. Because I was complaining about that one girl who was flirting with the cute guy who was the inventor. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And then they did her whole backup story. And then her mom showed up with this, like, she like hired this like twink or something to like massage her feet for like 2 episodes straight. And that was like really sending me on a spiral. And then all the things happened. And Jinx was just like, I'm Jinx. Get it right. And then she blows everything up. She blows everything up. Girl, I was gagging.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Exactly, damsel. Like that was really getting me because at first she was like, I'm gonna enjoy the sights. Like that was like the scene when that guy like got her on like the blimp or whatever. I'm gonna enjoy the sights. And then she shows up and she's in the bathtub and he's massaging her shoulders. I was like, is that the same guy? Because I wasn't really like paying attention. I was like, oh, it's just a background character, whatever. And then there was another scene and he was still there. I was like, oh. I loved it though. It felt very punk, to put it into the show. I was like, yeah. She's a warrior. She's a warrior queen. She's got it. This. That show is so crazy. That show is crazy. I'm excited for season 2.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Oh no, do they only speak in like gay Twitter? Hey child, my name is Tingyun. Are you gagging today? I'm gonna snatch that crown. This is so stupid. What are they doing with this game? Season 2 literally had me sobbing for 2 hours after. And I never get like that for shows. I want to get in, you know what I want to get into is Severance. Is it overhyped? Should I just stick to Arcane?
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
By the way, I was in public somewhere and this woman comes up to me and starts asking me about Drag Race. And I was like, why are you talking to just me about Drag Race? She's like, do you watch Drag Race? I'm totally a stranger. Do you watch Drag Race? I was like, I've seen the first 12 episodes. I guess she clocked it a mile away. She was like, this gay person watches Drag Race and I like Drag Race. Let's talk about it. But I was like, when I left the store, I was like, she came to me and asked me about Drag Race because she knew I was gay and I watched Drag Race. But she clocked it. She's like she's like you should get back into it. This recent season's really good, honey. It's actually good. Drag Race or Severance? Severance is not overhyped. Okay. I think I probably will dive into season 2, but I've been wanting to get into Severance, so I can't watch 2 shows at once because y'all see I can barely even finish one show. So it was probably Mio. It probably was. She was kind of a diva, but I was like, I never have people approach me, I guess. So you know what? Shout out to her. I feel special now that I think about it. I actually feel kind of special. That's so sweet. Just a complete stranger coming and saying like, hey diva, you want to talk about drag queens? Want to be gay? Let's be gay a little bit. Yeah, thank you. I love that.
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
You should have said back rolls. She had a really sickening wedge too. She was wearing sickening wedges.
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild.
She wants to make a guild with herself. Matero, I'm actually really scared for people to see me in public without concealer. Oh my god.
How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
This is how you know this must be Mio, because Tingyun has literally, she's separated herself into different entities, but all the entities still want to get commission.
I guess I can consider it.
Funeral veil.
I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild.
That'll definitely keep eyes off of me.
There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want copies of myself too.
Forget
Can I do it?
About it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
I said myself, not the bat.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Okay, sorry. I keep going on tangents today because I have a lot to share. I'm very sorry. I know that we're getting this story in little tidbits between my manic ramblings, but I went into a game store today. I was like on the outskirts of Greenville, South Carolina, and we found this little, it was like games and toys. And me and my boyfriend were nerds. We're like, okay, maybe we're going to find like this cool, like hidden hole in the wall, like video game store. And we did. But it was ran by this one lady just by herself. She was like sitting on her phone talking. We came in, she was like, I gotta go. It was like, you know, like some places you go in and like you can like rent out like a box, like a little stall. Well, she had one. And it was just all full of like plushies and video games of all kinds of consoles and stuff like that. She had this whole, the wall was lined with art, obviously made by somebody, like it wasn't printed, you know? And we were talking to her. She was like, is this your first time here? Like, la. And we're like, yeah. She was like, well, I make a lot of art. They're like $10 a piece because I get a lot of like younger people who really like getting my art. And it's kind of like hard to like sell things like more expensive. Y'all, she pulled this thing off the wall because we were talking to her. She pulled off something off the wall, and behind it was a picture of Cloud and Aerith kissing. And she was like, yeah, I ship them. I know they're not canon, but I ship them. And we were like, go off. Like, she has like her ship like fan art like being sold in her own little stall. I was like, yes. She was like, my daughter has a stall a couple of things down. She sells art too. But if you want any of this, including the, you know, the my ship, like, I was like, get into it. It was her art.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Oh, she really liked doing mashups too. She was like, I do mashups. We were like, what's that? She was like, I like to take different games and put them together. She made Pikachu's dressed as Mario. She had a Nightmare Before Christmas picture that she made. That was Princess Peach and Mario sitting up on the hill, the skeleton and the girl. But the girl had blonde hair and she was Peach and the skeleton was Mario. I was like, you better take this intellectual property and mix it up. Like, copyright who? Copyright who? Like, what's Nintendo gonna do, honey? I forget what it was called. It was in Traveler's Rest, North Carolina. Traveler's Rest, downtown Traveler's Rest, North Carolina. Not North Carolina, South Carolina. And it's a very small place. So if you're ever in Traveler's Rest, look for the video game store. Just walk down the sidewalk and you'll see one of the little signs that says games. It's like in chalk. You gotta go in and find it. I went to go for my tattoo consultation on Thursday, and when I met the tattoo artist, she had an Ulala tattoo and an Elsewhere tattoo. Oh, honey, you're in good hands. Damsel. Oh, I would have said, the thing is Ulala is one thing, the Elsewhere, I would have said, that's all I need to know. Send the invoice. Let's get this going immediately. Find a Tingyun that's easy to communicate with. They say this item can peer into dreams. Well, look at her talking to herself, aside from the fact that the general might like it. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. Money grubber Tingyun.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
Wizard 101 tattoo? I want to get the Maple Story mushroom as a tramp stamp, honey. No, I'm kidding. I'm just thinking the most crazy thing. Could you imagine?
Huh? Yikes! She's scary. No, I won't be.
No, literally, hold on.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home cooked meal. But then again,
Being
gifts should be lasting. What a delightful new bouquet of flowers to table each day. Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be
Hi, Cassie. I hope you got some cool
conclusion
stuff.
anytime soon. We won't be able to get.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all
Miotosis.
different aspects of her psyche.
This is her mayhem. Tingyun's in her mayhem era.
You just made it sound a whole lot more
Lady Gaga wrote an
complicated.
album about this.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own
Yes,
world.
Matera.
Is there one we can...
One
Yes.
that we can Oh, I think there is one.
Does that say hood, Simon? Or mood? Mood, okay.
But it may take me a while to identify her.
Okay, we gotta tune them. Somebody asked me to look at Wizard 101 merch. Wizard 101 merch. That is honestly a little bit iconic. Could you imagine somebody had this in their house? They need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. What's in the clearance section, girl? No, because some of this stuff is kind of cute.
Oh my gosh!
The clearance section isn't very good. Myth school. Yes, the Professor Drake sticker. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna play the game. Just give me a second. I like this one too. This is cute. Extra small, make it a crop top. Me with every shirt that I buy. Okay.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Girl, where in the world is Tingyun?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Odd that they don't have any Monica Ice merch. Honkai Star Rail location names in the Miiverse. Her test space station. Hunty Lafu Gagoni. Conthorius.
Found her. If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
this
her stuff is being
Tingyun's
sold in a
trait
Mio
is-
store.
It's nothing
Due to
special,
high demand,
really.
it's actually a secret store. But I am actually not privy. I'll get sued if I give the link out. So good luck finding the Mio store. There she is. That's
She had to
Tingyun.
meet
I saw it on
your
YouTube.
One we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try.
Wigglytuff has the same energy as the moon.
My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
Know that there are 4 eyes between the 3 of us.
It is
And the
not
3
my
of us
intention
will
to
take you
provoke
down.
Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher
Okay,
mastery
sorry.
of the harmony than I do.
Ooh. Enjoy the spaghetti. Thank you so much, Leche.
That is true.
Make sure to send me some.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Oh,
there's no
I did
need
just
for
throw a straight
that.
welt. I was like, what are they talking about?
You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Abracadabra, abra unana, abracadabra, morta ugaga. Whoa! Not the analog horror jump scare. Did y'all see that JPEG that looked like somebody dead? Oh my god. That looked like creepypasta.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
No.
How many people were
voice.
scared? Me too. I was really, really scared.
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Oh.
You're finally back.
Shut up, shut up. No, because now I want to know what that sounded like in Chinese, because I know that Chinese is the source language, like the source material, and sometimes I want to hear the original acting. So, Ting Fugue cutscene Chinese. Yeah, I want to see this in Chinese because I feel like it's going to eat.
未曾料想，与列位相遇，总是困窘之事。小女子此前可有失礼之处？
Ooh, I wish I could speak Chinese, girl, because that sounded really slay. That was really slay.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
Bye, Tark. By the way, Tark, I saw you sent a very sweet message a couple days ago. And I saw it on one of my notifications. I was going through things. I saw it and I read it. Thank you. Enjoy your nap.
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears.
What's interesting is for people who don't know, the Tingyuns, all the little clones, is what she used to look like. And in the game, she re-reveals herself as this. She literally gets like kind of, the best way I can describe it quickly is she gets possessed by an evil, like god thing, and it kind of like pseudo snaps her neck, and then she kind of disappears, and then she shows back up again as this, and then now she looks this way, and she goes by a different name now. So
I nearly died. Just now.
this is her in drag.
Don't be afraid. What is this place?
Is Fugue on the setting of the original Alien movie? By the way, I watched the original Alien movie last year. It's really good.
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I?
The set design, like, there was such, I don't think there was any CGI really. It was all made.
Is that where I came from?
It's just art. Just art, honey. Art pop.
And where does this path lead?
Temporarily added. Oh no, honey, this is my Fugue. Oh, the filter. I'm not going back there.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The Mother Laboratory.
the life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
I love that little pink spacesuit, girl. Y'all know that the moment I saw that guy dressed up in a pink spacesuit, I said in my brain that gasp was me being like, "OMG, I love that."
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
Somebody said this is the place where they give the free gender reassignment to aliens.
Can they not hear me?
Do y'all remember when that rumor was going around? Let's not dwell on that. We're in the mother laboratory.
This girl is...
Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. Is this where they made ChatGPT? From what has been observed so far, she is not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or render her completely unconscious. Correction. We've temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds, Tingyun. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing her consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence.
Tingyun. What a familiar name.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
Girl, I mean, we saw this cutscene. That trauma is probably buried deep down. She had to create an entirely new drag look to get over it.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars?
If anybody, we were talking about this yesterday with Eternal Sunshine. I think that this is Tingyun like metaphorically going through like the trauma that she had experienced with Ventilia. This is what it's like as your Saturn returns.
Coexisting?
You say, do I have to
worry.
fight it? Inner voice,
As
and
I
your
said before, you're not alone.
your inner voice that's like a lot more like Slay than you currently are now says, don't fight it, embrace it, honey. This is you.
Have we met?
And then suddenly you wake up with 40-inch wefts in your hair and a gorgeous kimono. And that's how your Saturn returns.
Share good fortunes.
Time to cleanse the filth. The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding. Listen to the final song of life.
Phaun, would you ever think about doing How Girly Pop are each of Link's companions? I don't know about Link's companions, but I have toyed with... This is probably way far out, but I did make a video concept, like a outline, and I kind of stopped because the research was getting too deep. I'd love to do like like girly pop legends in
No
the sense
holding
that like I want to compare Princess Peach to Princess Zelda. I want to go through each of their iterations, each of their outfits, their appearances in video games, and like really study how much of a serve each of their appearances are compared to each other.
Things can never go back to how
And
they
come
used
to a
to be.
conclusion as to like what do both of them like sort of contribute to like gaming culture with their
May the foul
characters.
stench dissipate quickly. Be of
But
your body and mind.
both of those characters have like 3 decades of content, and it got a little bit
How
overwhelming.
can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness.
What about Soda?
And die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are
Talkie.
your 2 choices.
She's pretty. I like her eyes. As I was doing the
Return
research,
to the world?
let me finish
What
this.
are you saying? Oh. No wonder those 2 ignored me.
Oh,
Am
this
I
is like her
just a
like
wandering spirit now?
she's like like astral projecting.
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
The Sand Show has so
Based
much
on what you
lord.
said,
Like, I think it's really
even
cool
if
that
I
Honkai
should
Star
wake
Rail
up,
still
these
revolves a
wounds that
lot
caused my
around
death
the
will
characters from the
remain on my
Lafu
body and never
arc.
heal?
It's like this like almost like wuxia, like Chinese wuxia drama sci-fi mixture. It's really interesting. Like, I know we're going to Emphorius, which has different themes, but we just did Penacony, but still throughout Penacony there's still so many characters from the Sand Show that like are still around. I thought that they would just leave them behind, but it's really cool that they're still major characters. It adds like a really interesting element into the
I
sci-fi.
don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to
Her
begin
outfit is really cute. Like the pink on the sort of sleeves, like the cape thing. Look at
You may
that.
also prove yourself
The cherry
to be the
blossoms.
exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
In terms of the main story, damsel, I still haven't hit the last 2 content patches, and I think that they're like
How troublesome.
more than 10 hours. So we still have,
I suppose that's part of living.
I'd say probably in the next 4 weeks, we can start seeing the horizon for being caught up. We can start seeing the horizon.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same
But we're getting
path.
quite far.
And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights,
You should not have survived.
The Lord Ravager is Fantilia, right?
But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to
sweeties.
fulfill his request.
I've just accepted that we're gonna be doing Honkai for a minute. It's fine. I like Honkai. It can be quite a slow burn, especially for people who don't play it. But I like it. It feels like it's to me like this is like this is like my K-drama. Like it's just gonna keep going. Like.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about
Thank you so much for hanging out. It's always good seeing you.
She needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation.
Nanook's generals are Lord Ravagers. Oh, okay.
There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly
Ronmei is one of the most known and best Mio laboratory scientists. She handled Tingyun experiment very carefully in exchange with Mio directly to make sure she gags it.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
Tingyun goes from like one sort of, I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this develops because
there's no need for that.
Tingyun like was a very almost quick like change in the story. Like her arc happened really fast because she was one thing and then another very quickly. So her coming back as a principal character is really interesting to me.
Between the traveling merchant and me, it's clear.
Oh, Kia Asylum. I want to know, y'all, what Pokemon do you think are in the Kia Asylum? I think Castform, Gorebeast, and Maractus are in the Kia Asylum. I think the monkeys are coming out of the Kia Asylum for Legenza, Chikorita, and all the starters alongside her. Emolga, Aromatisse, and Slurpuff, and Zygarde are coming out of the Kia Asylum in Legenza. Milotic.
Who? Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little.
Who? The traveling merchant?
A little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you.
Yeah, I agree, damsel. It's pretty fun.
It can only help with
I
your
just like seeing what
recovery
they
to
do with
hear
this
more about
crazy
your
world.
past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
That why are they named after days? Hoyo verse their games, their characters are like filled to the brim with like reference. I think it's why people like them so much. Like from an outside perspective, I didn't really get why people liked these characters so much. But like if you get kind of like geeked out by like character design, it's kind of fun. Like so March 7th is named March 7th because she was found on March 7th. She was floating in like an ice cube in space and they just picked her up on the ship that they all sort of live on, and she doesn't know her name, so she's just March 7th. Sunday is named Sunday because his whole character and his arc has this entire reference to like paying penance and like Catholicism and like Christian references and all kinds of things. So it's just one element of him that gives him the name Sunday, but he has a whole lot of other things in his character. Right now he's on his apology tour, and like I liked his sister more, so I'm like, girl, why is he here? But whatever.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to
he definitely does give.
Back home. We made a stop at Penacony.
But I feel a certain way about him because he subjected me to at least 3 hours cumulatively of him talking about a little bird.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
Yeah, he wanted every day to be a Sunday, yeah.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
Yeah, comment. I wonder that too, but maybe they go by like maybe like Himiko just likes the Earth calendar to keep track of her time. I think if I was in space, I'd need something to remind me of what day it is or how long it's been. I'd go crazy. Maybe I would. Maybe I would like it.
To talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
Does Earth exist in this universe? I hope not.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with
Welt
Miss
is from
Tingyun
Earth?
resolved,
Oh.
are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. One
Does Earth have a Stellaron?
So let's wrap up your farewells first.
It's me. I'm the Stellaron.
I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
Stellaron is Elon Musk. What are they talking about?
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Girl, all I gotta say is Lady Gaga wrote a whole album about these two right here. And she wrote 7, so good luck figuring it out. In Ron May's trailer, she actually talks about how it became boring for her to cultivate plants because it's so easy. Yeah, we can watch her trailer. I think I've seen her trailer. Yeah, I've seen her trailer. She was one of the first characters that I reacted to back in the day, but we'll watch it again. It's been a minute. I'm gonna watch her like reveal trailer. We can watch another one another time. Let's watch. Myriad Celestia trailer? Okay. Okay, yeah, let's just watch this one. We'll watch another one another time. I'm sure she'll come up again, right?
The soft wind beckons the early spring. A joyous mood does it bring.
Blitz.
A chilly wake from rest. A plum blossom in a mess. Where is the home I miss? Only remembered in drunken bliss.
Dude, from the outside looking in, like a year ago, I was looking at these trailers, and I Honkai Star Rail, like, you just don't know what this game is until you play it.
Oh, looks like it's tea time. Without accelerating or postponing the arrival of death, life will always wither. A never-ending cycle of melodies. The core of all existence is unity. Sometimes, waiting around is also a change.
I remember when I first saw this trailer, I was like, what is this? But like, I've played enough Honkai Star Rail to kind of get a feeling of what this means. Like, it kind of makes sense now.
Oh? The results are beyond my expectations. Every petal in life's garden will meet a day when it is torn away by the wind's call. Fret not. You still hold academic value.
I'm like kind of worried about Tingyun. I'm a little bit worried, I'll be honest. I think we watched Veressa. Yeah. Okay. This guy's still up on my screen. Let's say bye to the YouTube. So is she a bug or what? She likes bugs. She definitely likes bugs. Okay, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Next Tuesday is Girly Pop Vlog. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. OMG. What if I mess up? What if I do it and it gets weird and I mess up? I guess you'll have to see on Tuesday if you watch that. If you just like Honkai, then you know where to find me when Honkai goes up. Anyway, bye YouTube. Have a good one. Bye.